Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom.
So I'll be using this color for my belly patch, and we are going to start with a slip knot. Make a little circle and I'll pop this inside, and I'll just make a knot. So that's the slip knot. If you have a better way of doing it, just go ahead. So we are going to make 14 chains. So start making my chain. This is 1, 2, 3. I will go ahead and complete 14 chains in total. So I have my 14 chains like that. So after working 14 chains, we are going to start working from the second chain from the hook. This is not a chain, this is just a loop. So this is our first chain from the loop, and this is the second. So we'll start working from the second chain. So I'll go right inside and make an increase. That is, I'll work 2 single crochets inside our chain. Go inside. So that's 1. I'll go back inside and add 1 more. Now I'll go ahead and work 11 single crochets in total. So 1 single crochet into the next 11 chains. So that's 1. So I'll go ahead and complete 11 single crochets. So after working my 11 single crochets into the last chain, I will go ahead and make an increase again. Remember, we started with an increase, so I will make an increase again. So I worked 2 single crochets inside. So after completing that, I will chain 1 and turn. So for row 2, we are going to work 1 single crochet into each and every of our 15 single crochets. So the chain does not count as a stitch. So we start our first stitch right here in the very first stitch we have here. So we have 1, 2. So I'll go ahead and work 1 single crochet into all my stitches, and we are going to have 15 single crochets in total. So I have my 15 single crochets done. Again, we chain 1 and turn. So from round 3 to round 8, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6 more rows. We just go ahead, we keep going back and forth. You chain 1, you work your regular single crochets into all your stitches, you chain 1 and turn again. So we go ahead and do this until we have 6 more rounds. So in total we are going to have 8 rounds. This is 1, 2, so we have 6 more to go. So when I have that done, I'll come back and let you know the next thing to do. So this is what I have after working my 8 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So for row 9, we're going to chain 1 and turn. So remember, the chain does not count as a stitch. So we are going to work a decrease, and we are going to work the normal decrease, not the invisible. Normal decrease. And we go ahead and work 11 single crochets. When you work your 11 single crochets, you have 2 stitches left. You go ahead and repeat the decrease we did here. You go ahead and repeat the same thing here. So I have my 11 single crochets. So I'll go right in, pull out a loop. I'll go into the last stitch, pull out a loop, yarn over, put row up. So I'll chain 1 and turn. So for row 10, we are just going to work 1 single crochet into all our 13 stitches. No decrease, just regular single crochet. So go ahead and work your 13 single crochets. So after working that, I chained 1 and I turned. So for row 11, we are going to make a decrease again. Pull out a loop, go in, pull out a loop, make a decrease. We'll go ahead and work 9 single crochets in total. After working 9 single crochets, we have 2 stitches left. You go ahead and make the same decrease we did here. You repeat the same thing here. So I chained 1 and turn. And we're going to start with a decrease again. Make our decrease. And then we'll go ahead and work 7 single crochets. After working that, we have 2 stitches left. You go ahead and make another decrease again. So after working that, I chained 1 and turn. So for our last row of decrease, we are going to work. After chaining 1, we are going to start with a decrease. Then I'll go ahead and work 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. Then I'll make another decrease again. And I'll work 1 single crochet, just 1, and I'll make a decrease over the last 2 stitches. So we have 6 stitches left, like that. So right now, without turning, we just chain 1. Without turning, we'll go ahead and work 1 single crochet across the entire piece, like so. So let me just show you that quickly. I chained one, so starting from here. So just go ahead and work all the way around, and when you get here, you just go ahead and work into your foundation chains, and you move to this side. You do the same thing as well, and you work on the right here on the remaining 6 stitches we have here. So I worked my single crochet across, and at every corner I worked 2 single crochets at every corners. So after doing that, I chained 1, and I will leave a tail because we'll be sewing this to the monster. So you leave a reasonable amount of yarn tail for sewing. So we'll go ahead and set this aside. So right now we'll be making the legs. So right now we are going to start making the legs. So we are going to be making 2 pieces of this. So I will go ahead, I'll make a slip knot, and I will go ahead and chain 8. So 1, so I'll go ahead and complete 8 chains. So after chaining 8, we are going to start working from the second chain from the hook. This is not a chain, this is a loop. This is our first chain. So starting from this second, I'll go in, work my first single crochet. I'll go ahead and work 6 single crochets in total. So I have 1, 2, 3. So I'll go ahead and complete 6 single crochets. I will have just 1 chain left, so I'll come back and let you know the next thing to do. So after working 6 single crochets, in our very last chain, we'll go in and work 3 single crochets in 1 stitch. So I have 1, 2. So that same chain, I will add 1 more, so that's 3. So right now we'll be working on the other side of our chain. So I will go ahead and work 5 single crochets. So starting from the next chain, I'll work directly in front of the stitches we did on this side. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have 1 more stitch to go, and we are going to work single crochet increase inside, just 2 single crochets in the last stitch. So right here, I'll go in with my first, and I will add 1 more, that's the second. So 2 single crochets. So I'll grab my stitch marker. So because we are not slip stitching, we are working rounds. So in our very first stitch, for the next, we are going to work single crochet increase. We are working 2 single crochets in that stitch. So after working 2 single crochets inside that single crochet increase, we'll go ahead and work 5 single crochets. So I'll go ahead and complete 5 single crochets. So after working 5 single crochets, we are going to work single crochet increase 3 times at the top. So starting from the next, I'll work 2 single crochets in the first stitch, 2 single crochets in the second stitch, and 2 single crochets in the third stitch. So we increased 3 times, and we'll go ahead and work 6 single crochets along here. So 1 single crochet in the next 6 stitches. After working that, we have 1 stitch left. Go ahead and work single crochet increase. That's 2 single crochets in the last stitch. So this is what I have after completing my round 2. So for round 3, we are going to start with single crochet increase 2 times. So this is the very first one. I'll go right in, work my first single crochet increase. That's 2 single crochet in a stitch, and I will repeat the same thing in the next stitch. So we are going to work 2 single crochets 2 times. That's single crochet increase 2 times. So after doing that, we'll go ahead and work 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And after that, we'll go ahead and work 1 half double crochet in the next stitch. After working that, we are going to work half double crochet increase 7 times. So in the next 7 stitches, we are going to work 2 half double crochet. That's half double crochet increase 7 times. So you yarn over, go right inside, pull out a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. Or yarn over, go back into that same stitch and repeat the same thing. So I just worked my first half double crochet increase, and I'll go ahead and repeat that 6 more times. So we'll be having 7 of this in total. So after completing that, so I will work 1 half double crochet in the next, Then we are going to switch back to single crochets. I will go ahead and work 1 single crochet into the remaining 6 stitches. So go ahead and do that. So for round 4, this is what we have. The sole, the base of the leg is completed. So the next round we are going to work 1 single crochet into each and every of our stitches, but we are going to be doing that in the back loop only. So right inside the back loop right here, I work my first single crochet in the back loop, and the next in the back loop. So I'll go ahead, we are working 30, we have 30 stitches in total, and we are going to do all of that in the back loop only. So go ahead and do this. So this is what it looks like after working my round 4. So for round 5, we are going to start with a single crochet. Right now we are working in both loops. So I work 1 single crochet. Now go ahead and make a decrease, our invisible decrease. Pick the 2 front loops and work our decrease. Now go ahead and work 13 single crochets in total. So go ahead and work 13 single crochets. So after working 13 single crochets, I'll make another decrease. You pick the front loops, work our decrease. I'll pick that again. And after doing that, I'll go ahead and work 1 single crochet into the remaining 12 stitches. We have 12 stitches remaining, so go ahead and work 1 single crochet in everything. So for round 6, we are going to start with 11 single crochets. So go ahead and work 11 single crochets. So after working 11 single crochets, I'm going to work 9 half double crochets. So in the next 9 stitches, we are working half double crochets. So yarn over, you go right in, pull out a loop, yarn over, pull through hole. So I'm going to work 9 of that, and after completing 9, we are going to have 8 stitches left. So go ahead and switch back to single crochet, and you work 1 single crochet into the remaining 8 stitches. So we are going to start round 7, and we are going to start with 10 single crochets. So go ahead and work 10 single crochets in total. So after working 10 single crochets, we are going to be decreasing 6 times. So we are going to work single crochet decrease 6 times. So go right into the first and into the second, that's front loops, my first decrease, second, and I'll go ahead and repeat this 4 more times. So we have 6 decreases in total, and after that I will have 6 stitches left. I'll go ahead and work 1 single crochet into the remaining 6 stitches. So for round 8, we are going to start with 8 single crochets, and after that I'll come and tell you the decrease you are doing. So after working 8 single crochets, we are going to decrease 5 times. Pick the front loops, that's 1. I'll go ahead and repeat that 4 more times. After doing that 4 more times, so you have 4 single crochets left, so you go ahead and work 1 single crochet into the remaining 4 stitches. So for round 9, we are going to start with 10 single crochets. So go ahead and work 10 single crochets. So after working 10 single crochets, we are going to work just 1 decrease. So you pick the front loops of the 2 stitches and decrease it, and after that I'll go ahead and work 1 single crochet into the remaining 5 stitches. So we just completed our round 9. So for round 10 and 11, so just for 2 rounds, go ahead and work 1 single crochet into each and every of our 16 stitches. So when I have my 2 rounds done, I'll go ahead and stuff this up, chain 1 and fasten off. I'll leave a long tail for swing. So go ahead and do this, and I'll come and show you what it looks like. So this is what I have after working my 2 rounds, and I stuffed it up. So I remove my stitch marker, and we have the leg ready. So we'll go ahead and make 1 more piece of this. So when I have mine done, I'll come back and show you what the 2 looks like. So right here I have the 2 done. So we are going to set this aside, and we are going to make the hands. So right now we are making the arms. We are going to start with a magic ring, and we'll go ahead and work 6 single crochets in our magic ring. So go ahead and do that. So after working my 6 single crochets, I'm going to pull the tail, the magic ring tail, and now pass my stitch marker. So for round 2, we are going to work single crochet increase in each and every of our 6 stitches. So at the end we will have 12 single crochets in total. So this is what I have after round 2. So for round 3, we are going to be increasing in each and every of our 12 stitches again. So we are going to work 2 single crochets in each and every of our 12 stitches. So at the end of round 3, we are going to have 24 single crochets in total. So this is what I have after completing round 3. So for round 4, 5, 6, 7, for 4 rounds, go ahead and work 1 single crochet into each and every of our 24 stitches. Go ahead and repeat this for 4 rounds in total. When I have that done, we'll come and continue. So this is what I have after working my 4 rounds. So for round 8, we are going to make some decrease. So we are going to start with decrease. So we are going to decrease, then we'll work 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, 1 and 1. We'll go ahead and repeat this pattern 5 more times. So you make a decrease, then you work 2 single crochets, make a decrease, 2 single crochets. So go ahead and repeat that. We have to work it 6 times in total. We have 1 done already, so we have 5 more to go. So this is what I have after working my round 8. So for round 9 and 10 for 2 rounds, go ahead and work 1 single crochet into each and every of our 18 stitches. So go ahead and work 2 rounds of regular single crochet, no decrease. So right now for round 11, we are going to start with a decrease. Work a decrease, and then we'll go ahead and work 1 single crochet. So this is the pattern we will be repeating 5 more times. Make a decrease and work a single crochet in the next. So you go ahead and repeat this 4 more times. Make a decrease, 1 single crochet, make a decrease, 1 single crochet. So I'll go ahead and repeat this 4 more times, and that will bring me to the end of the round. So this is what I have after finishing round 11. So for round 12, we just go ahead and work 1 single crochet into each and every of our 12 stitches. So just regular single crochet, and I'll come back and let you know the next thing to do. So after completing my round 12, I went ahead and stuffed the hem, and into my very first stitch I will go ahead and make a slip stitch, chain 1, and I'll leave a tail for sewing. I will fasten up, so I'll pull that out, and I'll also pull out my stitch marker, and we have this ready. And we'll go ahead and repeat the same thing for the second hem. So I have my second hem done, so go ahead and make yours, and we'll be moving to the tail.